Second, make sure we good. All right, Shalom. We the GMS New Orleans coming back at you with another live camp. Prior to getting started, as we always do, we like to give infinite honors and prayers to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Kadosh. Give honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Salutation to the idols that's pushing the truth to sincerity. All right. And to the hopefully making those that cleave to the body. It's like it. All right. And we just want to get into today, continue to be on our tower, man. There's much to watch concerning the Lord and concerning the day, the end, man. Okay, that great and dreadful and notable day, as I was doing a writing talk coming, man. Okay, there's a notable great day. And it's the reason why it's notable, because leading up into the day, you're going to see the things unfolding, which makes it that great and notable day. Okay, something you notice is something you recognize. Something you recognize, something you take heed to. Something you take heed to is something you prepare for. Something you prepare for shall surely come to pass, man. Okay, so the words in the scriptures are true. Okay, it says, get it where it say the scriptures are not broken. I believe it's John. Okay, maybe 7. So like the scriptures are not broken. So the word is going to come to pass, man. We have to watch after the word. Okay, we have to watch after the word for to be our guiding light, man. All right, and one that watch, you need light to see. Okay, we're in a dark. We walk in the valley of the shadow of death. We walk in darkness. All right. The world is darkness, but we have light, man. Okay. We have tunnel, a straight edge light, which, right, as you look this way, it does go on your peripheral and your other visions. But ultimately, you got to be able to see what's coming, man. What's ahead. So the Lord allow us through wisdom to see what's ahead of us, man. All right, through the Spirit. Give me that. Give me the scripture shouldn't be broken first, and give me the Psalms.
The St. John 10 and 35. If up to start at 34, Yahweh shall answer them. Is it not written in your law? I said, ye are gods. If he called them gods, unto whom the word of the Most High came, and the scripture cannot be broken.
And it cannot what?
Be broken.
So some scriptures can't be broken. All right. That way this light can't be dimmed. It can't be put out. All right. It can't be hindered. It can't be altered. Once the Lord have, because the Lord have blessed our eyes, man. Okay, so we have to see by default. Even if we don't want to see, the prophets is going to see regardless. Even if you close your eyes, the Lord will give you a vision in your dream. You gonna see this, man. All right, you're going to have to see the end because you're going to have to speak the end. All right, in order to know what's coming forth and warn our people of Him, He set up certain ambassadors to what? Get His message across, man. We messengers. A messenger have to see what's going on. So by the way of visions, all right, by the way of the Rakah Kodash, all right, working with us, okay, by the way of examples, and by the way of
which the heart of the matter is the importance of prophecy, man.
That's right.
Which means to say before. You got to be into prophesying, man. Prophecy and into prophecy, which is what? Being into the latest news, man.
That's right.
The latest things that's going on. All right, we're not into dancing with the stars and how to wear your afro.
That's right.
All right, It's solely based on prophecy, man.
It's business.
Yeah, that's the heart of Yahweh Shai too. Which I got a lesson on that. Which Yahweh Shai is based on prophecy, the MOBT, and many other things. The most important thing right now that we'll focus on is what's going on over there in the Middle East, preferably Russia, Ukraine, Iran. And then many other things that's going on, man. All right, look, you got that.
That's right.
Looking back,
Same here.
yeah, go ahead. This is second Esdras, chapter 15, verse 1. Behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy, which I will put in thy mouth, saith Yahweh, and cause them to be written in paper, for they are faithful and true.
See, they're faithful and true. Where are the scriptures written? In the Bible. So the words can't be broken. So at the end of the day, should the fate of the unbelievers make effect? Get that in Romans, Bible Kashah? Should the incredulity of the wicked trouble us? Right? That's their unbelief. And right now, we're in a battle with unbelievers, man. We tussling with them. No, all-out struggle, man. Just to get them to understand something that's totally believable, it's true, it's witnessed, it's plain, all right? We're in a battle with unbelievers, man. That's why we don't worry about what they don't unbelieve, man. Should it make the faith, which is gonna say that in Romans. Go ahead, brother.
Romans 3, verse 3. But what if some did not believe?
But what if some did not believe? And there's a great amount of non-believers. There's more non-believers than believers. Technically, once you do the percentage and a rate in which the Lord gonna destroy and save, one number outweighs the other, at least it doubles the other number, right? The what's gonna be destroyed doubles the number of one what's gonna be saved.
So when he come back, shall I find faith on the earth?
Shall he find faith?
And
Right.
that goes into Second Ezra 15 chapter. Right along it says, not don't let the incredulity of them that.
Yes.
That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He owns it.
Okay.
I just mentioned it. Now there's a spirit it doubled down.
Yeah,
Right.
because it goes into unbelieving, and we don't. And really, that's most of that scripture right there is basically told on what the coming for. Oh, you niggas is crazy. All this, some brothers' parents, some brothers' siblings, and shit like that. We don't care. What we know what we know and what we're telling is true. All right, and you're gonna find out that it's true, man. All right, when the Lord puts your ass in that pressure cooker in a couple of minutes, man. All right, because most of you niggas ain't nothing but a bunch of nets, man, aggravating ass nets. All right, and the Lord's gonna pull out that little thing we was little, grandmama had, the fly swatters. Look, smack the shit out of one of you niggas, man. You know. Cause at the end of the day, too, Jake don't believe shit. We especially down here in New Orleans, you niggas don't believe in shit. You gotta see it to believe it. Well, you finna see. How do you finna see what these scriptures been telling for over little bit over 2,000 years, man? You know, these prophecies are true. Which a brother is clearly basing this around prophecy.
Yes.
All right.
They are faithful and true, and they're written in paper. And it's written with a man's pen. Because most Jake said man wrote that. Well, according to Isaiah 8:1, it says it's written with a man's pen.
And with the finger of the Most High.
And with the finger of the Most High. All right. So if it's written with a man's pen, the Lord's still working with the spirit of those men. So it matters not. It's still written down though. So you're like, if something written, it can't be. How we know it's correct? Because it's written. Because the spirit of the Lord is working within that, man. All right, everything, your paycheck written down, your birth certificate, your name, you trust all that, man.
Right.
All right, but it's just when it comes to this, I don't know who wrote that. Well, you don't know who wrote your social security and your name. It's not one man that wrote that. You can't go say, well, that man, that's what you wrote it right now. Him. You don't know that, man, but you got faith in that. You see, that's why we don't care about the wicked faith. And the wicked don't have faith, man. That's the problem why you're wicked. The righteous going to have faith. It don't matter if it was from a little to great. The righteous is going to have faith, man. They're going to have enough faith to be saved. All right. And that's what it's all about. That's why faith have to twine with our works, man. You can't just come up here and have works and no faith. It don't even run parallel. You finish in the scripture, finish what you got, then grab what you got, then grab. So,
So Romans 3:3. But what if some did not believe? ? Shall their unbelief make the faith of the Most High without effect? Most High forbid.
So the Lord forbid. He don't care if somebody don't believe that the end of this age is coming. Why would I have to worry about what you believe? Why would the Lord have to worry about what you believe when you ain't nobody? Technically, you just somebody that he don't believe to fulfill his prophecy on killing 2/3 of his people. Or enemies, or other nations. Go ahead, brother.
On top of that, the Lord made himself. He the one that made you not believe.
Yes, it was written. Yeah, you fulfilling prophecy.
Yeah. So you fulfilling prophecy even when you trying to upset prophecy. You fulfilling prophecy.
Yes. Right. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay.
Huh?
This is a clear.
Yeah,
Son?
from
Got it
the
clear?
sun. That's why I say come this way a little bit.
Okay.
Yep. Trying to get some tighter. So
Go ahead. What you got? Bring it down, bro.
Good. This is Sirach 39:1. For he that giveth his mind to the law of the Most High and is occupied in the meditation thereof will seek out the wisdom of all the ancient and be occupied in prophecies. And that's what we are, man. We occupied in prophecy. Like we ain't occupied in Atlanta housewives, whatever madness they got on TikTok, man. You know how to become a successful TikToker and all this kind of bullshit, man. We occupied in prophecy, man. You know, the famine, the economy crashing, World War III, JT. You know, that's what we want to see, man. You know, that's what we putting our chips into, man. This place coming down, you know, which is a prophecy too, man. You know, that's what we occupied in, and nothing else.
Yeah, that's all we see. We done went Stephen Wonder on saying prophecy, man. Jay like, damn, that's all they see, man. We done went from a person that can't see nothing to all we see. And that's how we was. We couldn't see a lick of nothing, but our eyes was open. All right? That's why the Lord have to enlighten your eyes and illuminate your eyes, which really goes into your heart. That's why the spirit of prophecy is the heart of Yahushua. You see what I'm saying? The spirit of prophecy, what is your spirit? That's where your heart lie at. That means that's the heart of Yahushua, man. All right? Go ahead, bro.
Revelations chapter 19 and verse 10. It says,
That's the scripture right there.
and I fell at his feet to worship him, and he said unto me, see thou do it not. I am thy fellow servant and of thy brethren that have the testimony of Yahushua. Worship Yahweh, for the testimony of Yahushua is the spirit of prophecy.
And that's the proof. The testimony proves that's what it is, man. That's why when Yahushua came, what he came with? Of prophecies. All right? That would prove his walk. That's why, and we have the same testimony handed down from what? Generation to generation, man. We walking in that. That's what proves us to be right in the Lord, are the things we say, man. Go ahead, brother.
I make a point. That's what he talked about, the end time prophecies in Matthew 24. You know, when he talked about those prophecies, that's how we know we're getting closer to the end. You know, he said, redeem the times or the signs, and he told you what to look for: earthquakes in diverse places, rumors of wars. You know, that's all spirits of prophecy.
Yeah.
You know?
And you don't gotta be Yahushua for somebody to believe you're in prophecy, man.
Right.
When you actually see it, the Jake that don't believe, they'll say, I need to see Yahushua. I need to hear it from him, and I'll believe it from him. Other than that, that's a white man's book. No, man. They got brothers, if you believe, or see, like I see Amawad. I believe that brother, the spirit is working with that brother. Oh, I see this brother. Or Samaki or whatever.
Back in the day, you know, that nigga said you ever seen your brain?
Yeah, you ever seen your brother? You killed him. You asked him, yeah, you asked him, did he ever see his brain?
Yeah.
And he like, nah, but he said he believe it. He said, well, yeah, it's in my head. Yes. How you know that? Yeah. Right? How the fuck you know that, man? You see? Give me that Psalms 13 and 3. Say what you're gonna say, and then give me that song.
You made a beautiful point, right? They ain't gonna say, hey, I need to see Yahushua, but by that time they see Yahushua, it's gonna be too late.
Yeah.
He coming back with that sword.
We're gonna come back and destroy it. Yeah. This the time to see Yahushua.
That's right.
But seeing prophecy is seeing him, brother. You see, that's to believe prophecy is to believe him.
That's the purpose of prophecy, to build your faith, man.
Yes.
When they come to pass, it adds on. Like us seeing the MOTP, in the news and seeing these different pestilences, these different earthquakes, that's building our faith, because before we seen them, we read them, we heard about them.
Yes.
All right. So it builds your faith. So when everything do happen, all right, you'll be in the right mindset and the right stead to be saved, man.
And this is how you understand what the man is saying. This is how you understand the things we believe. It was three things we had in Yahushua. We had the word, we had the scripture, we saw and we heard it, man.
That's right, brother.
That's understanding now. You seen it, you heard it, and you actually got it written down. And he came. He gave you more than three things, man. And also he left his men behind. He left his doctrine behind. He left everything behind, man. All right?
I appreciate backing up what the brother just said.
Overly great.
This is Romans 10 and 17. It says, so that faith cometh by hearing, and hearing by the word of the Most High. So, you know, in order to believe these prophecies, man, you got to hear it first. Like the brother said, you hear it, all right, then you listen to it, and ultimately it's the words of the Lord's men, all right, the watchmen, like the brother was going into earlier. You know, you got it, bro.
That's right. Hearing by default triumphs sin. That's why the Lord said, better to see that hear. Go ahead, bro. You got it.
St. John chapter 20, verse 28. And Thomas answered and said unto him, and Thomas, which was one of the 12, answered and said unto him, My Lord and my power. Yahushua said unto him, Thomas, because thou hast seen me, thou hast believed. Okay.
My bad, so that when we get out that, that's cool.
Yeah. Go ahead. Matter of fact, I'm gonna start 27. It says, Then said he to Thomas, Reach hither to thy finger. Thomas didn't believe that the Lord resurrected. It says, And behold my hands, and reach hither thy hand, and thrust it into my side, and be not faithless, but believing. And Thomas answered and said unto him, My Lord and my power. Yahushua said unto him, Thomas, because thou hast seen me, thou hast believed. Blessed are they that have not seen and yet have believed.
Yeah.
So it's one thing to believe something because you see it. That doesn't require faith. What is faith? Hebrews 11, man. The substance of things not seen. So for you to believe in something because you saw it, that's not righteous, all right? Abraham believed without seeing. Thomas, he saw, then he believed, all right? The Lord said this, Blessed are they that have not seen and yet have believed. That's where your faith is. Not seeing something physically, but you know, okay, the Lord said he was going to do it, so he's going to do it. That's it. That's all I need.
That's right, bro. Back him up. Go ahead. Go to song.
Go ahead. God. This is backing you up, brother. This is Matthew 13 and 16. But blessed, in red letters, Yahushua speaking. But blessed are your eyes, for they see, and your ears, for they hear. For verily I say unto you that many prophets and righteous men have desired to see those things which ye see, and have not seen them, and to hear those things which ye hear, and have not heard them.
Yeah, because then I had people that actually went seek for the Lord to Jerusalem, to different places, found artifacts and different things like that. But the Lord have revealed these things unto us, man. You got some brothers that ain't go look for the Lord at all, and the Lord called them to the ministry, man. No, at all. Wasn't just going about overseas, smoking cigars or whatever, blowing a hookah. Nowhere looking for the Lord, man. And the Lord just came to them. All right. So a lot of men done labored to see the Lord, man. And the Lord, even it could be a righteous man. You could be looking, but you have to be a prophet. They got righteous men and they got prophets. They got men that believe the prophets that make you righteous. Then you got a prophet. All right. Those are that, and the prophet gonna do what? He gonna see and he gonna believe. Even when you go into that account, you still gotta look at the picture with Thomas. Even though Thomas had to see to believe, at least when he saw, he believed, right? Because they still got men that see it and say, that ain't enough. So still, it's hand in hand. So he still saw and believed. Now, yes, he wanted to see it the way he had it, and that account is in there particularly for a reason. You got to get the balance and the understanding, because there got to be a balance to it, because he still was of the righteous. So you got to extrapolate, okay, what's going on here? All right. And many men many men is got to come through that way, man. All right. And the Lord have revealed this into babes, man, into the meek. You got the wicked with they wise men, they scribes, right? They got all the puzzle pieces, got everything put together, man. All right. Left hand shit, everything with the coming of the Lord set up. And this how you know them devils believe. Look how they prepare themselves. They don't got to see the Lord. Really, everybody don't see or see and believe or believe what I'm saying. They don't even know they do. All right. Because even by Israelites, you a believer by default a little bit. You would say there's a God, but I don't really know. Which one is it? But it's just in you, right? It's in all his creation to understand that. It's just those who do believe got a different judgment from those that don't. All right. Go ahead. You finished? Go ahead, Doc.
This Psalms chapter 13, verse.
Got something?
I just wanted to back up what you were just saying, like, because Thomas did see and believed after he saw it, and the same thing going with us. We saw our teachers. I like to tell you in Isaiah, your eyes shall see your teachers. These niggas saw the teachers too, but they was like, their garments too rough, their beards ain't lined up. They saw the same thing we saw. They clicked on a video, they saw the apostles, or they saw the men of the Lord. They came across a camp. These videos go viral all the time. JP on the internet all day. So they see just like we saw, but they ain't believe.
Yeah, I wish I said that. Ask them what I said, for they heard me. And John, he said, I spoke daily in the sin. Like, ask the people, they heard me. They heard what I said. All right, just the followers in the man, just like Joshua. When he heard what Moses said, what he did, he followed straight away, brother. He just followed, bro. He saw the miracles, he saw things, and he followed. And guess what? The Lord dealt with him after Moses. You ain't never hear nothing about Joshua having second thoughts, second guessing. He went along with whatever Moses did, man. He went, bro. He went with the works, man. You know? Go ahead, brother.
There's Psalms 13:3. It says, consider and hear me, O Yahweh, my power, lighten mine eyes, lest I sleep the sleep of death.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead, brother.
Read it again.
Yeah.
It says, consider and hear me, O Yahweh, my power, lighten my eyes, lest I sleep the sleep of death.
Yeah, my bad, brother. Go ahead. It's bugs out here.
God, and sleep the sleep of death, man.
No, reread it.
Oh, God. It says, consider and hear me, O Yahweh, my power, lighten mine eyes, lest I sleep the sleep of death.
So what was David saying now? You know, like on those Marvel comic videos, do it mean he getting electricity in his eyes and he getting his eyes lightened up, man? No, the eyes is the light of the body, man. Get that in Matthew, brother. I believe it was 22, 3 or something like that. The eyes is the light of the body, man. So when he say light my eyes, he was like, look, what? Illuminate my spirit, man. All right? In order to what? To know what caused me to live so I wouldn't die, man. Go ahead. I mean, so it's 6 and 22?
6 and 22.
Yeah, I'm tripping.
It's Matthew 6 and 23. It says, I started 22.
Huh?
22.
22.
It says, the light of the body is the eye.
Yeah.
If therefore thine eye be single, thy whole body shall be full of light.
And to keep your eye single is to stay focused on the things that helps us live. That's profitable. That's profitable, brother. All right? Because that's why he said, least I sleep the sleep of death. Meaning I what? Suffer in the pit, stay in the grave. Because you could be dead, but not even in a pit, man. Or not in a tomb or the wall. Or mausoleum. You could be spiritually dead. It says they got the spirit of deep sleep. In Romans 11, man. The Lord poured out unto them the spirit of deep sleep. So that when David said, at least I sleep the sleep of death. You see? So David was like, look, Lord, keep me alive. And what basically is a light into his eyes, the commandments and the law. So long as the Lord allow us to know the law and keep the law and read in the law, we stay alive. We have another day to fight and battle, man. You see? Go ahead, brother.
Verse 20.
Y'all got something?
Real quick, real quick. Proverbs 4, verse 20. It says, my son, attend to my words, incline thy ear to my sayings, let them not depart from thine eyes. So how words you hear stay in your eyes.
Stay in your eyes. Exactly, man. Yeah, you gotta uncode and undress the scriptures. All right, the scriptures is all. Give me Proverbs 9 and 8 to prove what I'm saying. Proverbs 9 and 8. Read that again. You got it.
It says Proverbs 24 and 20. It says, my son, attend to my words, incline thine ear to my sayings, let them not depart from thine eyes. Keep them in the midst of thine heart.
Yeah, your spirit is the way that you see. Your heart, not the heart that's beating in your chest, that sees nothing. How you gonna say your heart sees something? My heart see it, man. It sees it. What it see? The blood getting pumped from other parts of your body? What does it see? Your heart is your life, it's your spirit, it's your mind, man. Okay? It's the thing the Lord actually funnels understanding and everything through, man. It's the hub of the body, man. Go ahead.
That's why we all look at the same thing, we see differently because we got different spirits. Even though we all looking at the same object, this brother got a different spirit, so he's gonna see it differently. And the 2/3, they have a heart of disbelief. I can tell you in Titus, to all that is pure, all things are pure. To them that are defiled, they looking at the same thing we're looking at, but they don't see nothing pure. They just see, oh, them some niggas with Bibles. Oh, the white man wrote that because they're defiled. So everything they see is defiled. You got it.
Yeah, you got it. That's it.
I got it.
Go ahead. It's fine. Easy to him to find out.
Y'all go to Proverbs, I think it's like one.
I got a quick one.
No,
You can find it.
we look at, he getting it.
This Romans 11 you quoted earlier.
Go ahead.
It says, Romans 11:7, what then Israel had not attained, but that which he seeketh for, but the election had obtained it, and the rest were blinded. Because at the end of the day, this is only for the elect, all right? And we be those righteous men. The Lord purposely bonded 2/3 of our people, because at the end of the day, they came back in their reincarnation, all right? They probably was scoffing at the Lord once before, all right, when the Lord was in Egypt, but that's why ultimately he's given, 2/3 of our people that spirit of blindness, man, and eyes that they cannot see because they got to be judged,
Yeah, the Lord blind you while you looking. The Lord don't gotta take your sight away, your literal sight to blind you, man. All right? I mean, for crying out loud, he the Lord. I don't gotta blind you. He got people with their eyes wide open, but they're literally blind. No, like their eyes are not shut like this. No, they are blind for real. They like this, but blind. They look everywhere, everything, bro, and don't see anything.
Or hidden in plain sight.
Yeah. Go ahead,
This man whose eyes were open, and now they blind again.
now they blind again, man.
Uh-huh.
Go ahead.
It's Proverbs 8 and 9. They are all plain to him that understandeth, and right to them that find knowledge.
But get that word plain in the online. All right, it says they read it again.
It says they are all plain
Yes.
to him that understandeth,
Yep.
and right to them that find knowledge.
So they plain. This thing is plain, and we have found knowledge by the way of wisdom, with the direction of wisdom, man. You see that? And then it became plain unto us, man. Go ahead.
It says, smooth,
Yeah.
even.
Yes.
I'm gonna jump down a little bit. It says free from obstruction.
Free from obstruction. Something that obstruction is, it blocks the way. All right, it's an obstacle. It's something that stands in the way, man. Okay, now how something is clearly standing in most of the world way that we clearly like, y'all don't see that.
Yeah.
Y'all really don't. So, but that's why the world look at us like we're crazy. Like, how do that's what that's saying in there? We just be trying to tell them like, we don't know, but we know. Like, it's like you got to ask the Lord in a way. We do know, but our knowing only goes so far. It's like, because trying to prove it to them, they like, look, I need more. When you bugged out is when you need more than proof. Right. You bugged out. Like, how I go past proof? Yeah. We have more than proof. You got the prophets, you got the Bible, you got old accounts, you got the news, you got artifacts, right? The earth helped the woman. We got countless amount of accounts. It's just Jake still, I can't say it, brother. No, you don't want to see it. And you can't say it. You got paralyzed from the beginning, man. And we okay with that too, by the way. Because Jacob be like, man, why you don't got your brother doing it, man, that you go every week for 5 years, but your cousin ain't he right there? That's my cousin. Yeah. I have told it to him. He just don't see it. Yeah. But Jake wants him to tell it. Jake wants you to grab the man, force him to be out here, and you gonna learn this. Yeah. Come on. How you gonna drag a man to righteousness? A man has to freely come to righteousness, brother. When we get back to this thing, because the Lord rough us up. Wisdom, basically, that's who drag us to righteousness, because it roughs us up. It deal with us in a way, because many men have known the word and was procrastinating. Right. And then the Lord like, do something, get your ass out here. Yeah. You're going to get cut. You're going to be sitting at home. A brother going to say one thing in the scripture. You're going to say, you know what? I'm going my ass down there, man. I'm bored. It's time to go, man. And then you what? You see the way.
That happened to many of us.
To many of us. We have heard the word of the Lord and said, I believe from there. I don't have to see anything more. I believe from him. And brother's been, laboring since then. Our rock is out finished. Our rock is all about believing. Is only as good if you finish believing, brother. That's it. You got to finish your belief off. Other than that, you never believe. Think about it. You never believe. It don't matter if you believe 20 years, 25, 80. You could believe 87 years and then don't believe. You compromise. All right. And that's what we do in righteousness. We have an uncompromising stance. We're not compromising. This is what it is, and that's it, man. All right, and that's how you're gonna meet the Lord, man. You gotta stand on business with the Lord. Period. I'm not moving off this. I would rather you keep me on it. I'm not moving. We already know what right. We know what's righteous and what's evil. Look, we with the right. We don't. We compromised by the evil, man. Go ahead, bro.
Make a quick point. I think it's in Timothy. It says, "Be steadfast and unmovable."
Yes,
Unmovable.
unmovable.
So,
Give me Psalms 112.
yeah, man, you be unmovable in this thing, like the Bible just said, uncompromising.
Uncompromising.
Once you learn this word and you go back in the world, then you mark for destruction, man.
Yes.
You know?
We're in turbulent times, man. Turbulent means troublesome times, man. Perilous times, man. And we don't got time to be wavering in our thoughts, brother.
Yeah.
It's this or nothing. That's it, man. My bed made. You know, if we gonna cry, we're gonna do everything on the bed we made. That's what we land. We're gonna cry on that, we're gonna suffer, we're gonna have infirmities, we're gonna have joy. At times it's gonna move up and down, but we're gonna still be in that same bed, man. All right. Samaki will wait. I think he had one. You got with it? Yeah, okay. Okay, Connor. You was waiting. Go ahead, brother.
This Second Esdras 15:4. For all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness. Matter of fact, I could have went to. Let's go start at 3. Let's start at verse 3.
Beautiful.
Verse 2. Let's start at verse 2. And cause them to be written in paper, for they are faithful and true. Talk about these scriptures and the prophecies, man. They're faithful and true. Everything gonna come to pass, man. And it's been coming to pass. You know, everything we ever talked about, you're seeing it today. All you gotta do is pull up a news article, turn on your TV, whatever the case may be, it's right there in your face now, you know? They fear not the imaginations against thee, fear not the incredulity, the disbelief of them trouble thee, but that speak against thee. You know, like saying, we don't care if nobody don't believe, we don't care if you got to see it to believe it. You know, we passed that shit now, you know?
Yes.
We ain't trying to fucking just drill you 30, 40 precepts, making you get it now. You know, all that shit's going out the window. You know, you're gonna, like you said, you gotta pick a side. You're gonna be faithful or you're gonna be unfaithful, and choose it. You know, behold, says Yahweh, I will bring a Salakia, for all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness. So yeah, you unfaithful, man, you're gonna die in your unfaithfulness, man. So we don't care if you don't get it, you ever get it. You know, just stay. Hey, it's Mardi Gras going on. You got fucking what? Bourbon Street wide open now, no restrictions. Go have a blast down there, man. You know, we're gonna stay on this side, on the faithful side, you know, the Lord willing, man.
Yeah. And really, your belief gotta reach new heights, man. It gotta get to the point of where you know. I say this in all humility. It gotta get past believing. Man, we know, man. We convinced. We fully convinced, man. And I say that with no pride, just thoroughly saying, you gotta one up faith believing. Like, you gotta be like, look, we believe that, like believing, we know, brother. I know this is real, this true. I'm humble. I said it as humbly as I can, because one to take it like, how he just going so, no. Knowing kind of surpass faith. Faith is the evidence of things hoped for but not seen. So if you know, even though you haven't seen it, that ones up faith. So the elect gonna have another level of faith. They're gonna have another level, all right? They're gonna have to walk on that water like Peter faith. It's gonna triumph that, all right? Because in the moment he didn't believe, you gotta think about it. A full assurance of belief is knowing. That's a full assurance. Like, I know, it don't, go ahead, kill me, I still know, I know. Like, it don't matter what you do. That ones up faith a little bit, all right? You know, that basically, it levels it up a little bit. Or it what? Maximizes the faith, okay? Maximum faith, right? Go ahead.
I got Psalms and I got another precept back to you after.
Go ahead.
This is Psalms 112 and 7.
Yeah, go ahead.
It says, he shall not be afraid of evil tidings.
Yeah, we didn't heard everything evil that could come to. Who gonna tell us something in the world that's more evil than what the Lord saying in the book? He the king of terror. What he gonna come on the news and tell us? Really, we ain't gonna come tell us that the Lord haven't informed us of, right? The Lord been very overly informative concerning the scriptures. Well, what we need to know. That's why we don't have to worry about what the world is saying, what the news is saying. We have the heavenly information. We got heavenly news. Titans is good news. But he said, we shall not be afraid of evil news. Because really the Lord controls the evil. He said, do not I make good and evil? So really whatever come about, it's the Lord speaking.
This is news before it makes the world news.
Exactly.
It's already been written.
Yeah, it comes first, then it comes on the news.
And God, he gave us the heads up, you know,
For real.
you know, he gave us the cheat sheet pretty much, you know what's coming, you know? So why would we be, you know, terrified of what Esau bring about? You know?
We know what he gonna do before he knows.
Exactly, yeah. Yeah, for real.
It said, what the scripture in David say, why worry about what a man can do you? Or man can do?
Isaiah 55:11. Who should be afraid of a man that can die?
That can die. There's it. There's it. Who could be afraid of a man that can die? The Lord can't die. So we heard it from the Lord. We taking that over you, partner. If we could see you down here, you ain't the Lord. That's for sure. So whatever you is saying, right? If it ain't contrary with this, you can miss me with that, partner. You know? Find you another way or whatever to go. Go ahead, bro.
This is verse 8. His heart is established.
His heart is what?
Established.
That's his spirit, man. His spirit is established. Go on, brother.
He shall not be afraid until he see his desire upon his enemies.
So he sees desire upon his enemies. And then when we see that, we're going to rejoice, man. You see? That's a rejoiceful time coming. All right? And we can see it. We can feel it. It's in a, how Beanie Siegel said, I can feel it. I can feel it in the air. He said, I can feel it. All right? So he was moving in the spirit. See, the spirit works with us that it allows us to actually feel things. All right? Along with sin, man. We got all the proof, man. All right? That's how we know. That's how we know the words are true. Okay? There are more? It should be it. Let me see.
Yeah, that should be it.
It should be it. Go ahead. Where's your precept?
I wanted to back you up when you mentioned about, you know, it don't matter if you was in this thing 20 years, 21 years, 22 years, you know, 80 years, and so on and so forth. It's like at the end of the day, if you're supposed to be saved on that 88th year and you stopped on the 87th, it's like all that shit is
It don't count.
it don't count.
Yes. Yes, brother.
But this is Luke 8 and let me see. I'm gonna start at 9. And his disciples asked him, saying, what might this parable be? And he said, unto you it is given to know the mysteries of the kingdom of the Most High, but to the others in parables, that seeing they may not see, and hearing they may not understand.
Yes.
And it says, now the parable is this, the seed of the word of the Most High. Those by the wayside are they that hear, then cometh the devil and taketh away the word out of their hearts.
Because the Lord ain't wanted to be established in their heart and fixed. So now he used this evil servant to look, go take that from him. Yeah, it went bomb, but I got to judge it. Everybody gonna be to have heard of the Lord, even the heathen. He said, my words, the words of the Lord shall be preached to the ends of the earth, then shall the end come. That's nobody that's past the ends of the earth. Last I checked. Who living beyond that? Would he got a secret barrier or cave that's just the end of the earth and he live right there? Like, nah, man. I didn't hear it. No, the heathen, our full nation of the 12 tribes, all the people that's here, all the heathens, all 17 nations, including Israel, everybody's going to hear it, man. Go ahead, bro.
It says, read 12 again. It says, those by the wayside are they that hear, then cometh the devil and taketh away the word out of their hearts, lest they should believe and be saved. They on a rock. What's that?
I was saying, they say you should believe and be saved because the Lord didn't want them.
Yeah.
That's why I said that.
The only way to be saved, you have to believe. Think about that. There's no other way to be saved. You're going to have to believe.
This is what it says in NFT.
Go ahead, bro.
It says the seeds that fell on the footpath represents those who hear the message only to have the devil come and take it away from their hearts and prevent them from believing and being saved.
Yeah, because they can't grow. See, with believing, your belief grew. That's why you only need the belief of a mustard seed. All right, because it's going to what? Constantly evolve. It's going to get greater until you got abundance of faith. And the more and more you go through afflictions, trials, walks, chariots, you know why the Lord show us 144 chariots all day? Look on the news to keep our belief evolving. Because the minute if the Lord stops today of showing us anything, our belief will get rocky. So even hearing, you can go so far with hearing and believing, brother. The Lord, like, I gotta give them some things too, man. It's a balance, right? Because what if the Lord just like, look, you just need to believe everything, and I'm not gonna show you a goddamn thing. That's a little tougher. We're not saying like we just don't see nothing and it help our belief. We just believe. Nah, no. The Lord like, listen, I give y'all little things here and there too, but the whole goal is to make y'all believe here more than y'all see. That's it. All right, and that's how the Lord will confirm our belief, man. Yes, right. That's how He confirm our belief. Like, look, I'm gonna give them a little sin, but they don't even see as much as they hear. All right, so if they hear more, they're gonna believe more. Go ahead.
I'm gonna continue to read. This is Luke 8 and 13 now, but I'm reading it in the NLT. It says the seeds on the rocky soil represent those who hear the message and receive it with joy, but since they don't have deep roots, they believe for a while, then they fall away when they face temptation.
That's right. And according to 1 Corinthians 10 and 13, there's a temptation and structures common to man that have not taken us, man. Because the Lord keep us a way to escape. See, the reason why these people are not going to escape the turmoils and the judgments of the world is because they don't believe. The only way to escape this present judgment where we're in this time, we're going to have to believe. The reason why they're not going to escape the fire that's set for the day of judgment is because they didn't believe, brother. It's that simple. And when Jay get in the kingdom of heaven, the Lord gonna show him, you didn't believe, my man. I didn't have to come down there and show you personally. You're a creation of me. I didn't. When you really look, the Lord said, I don't do nothing. Surely the Lord would do nothing. Like, I didn't make the world. I gave the world to everything. So technically, I didn't do anything literally. I just spoke it and my servants did it. So people are like, well, what? I didn't know weed ain't look. I went to school, we was playing basketball, we used to flip together. What that got to do with anything? It was the truth. Yeah, but I just couldn't know that was you, Lord. You know, he had gold teeth. You know, he had scars, tattoos. We used to do this together. It don't matter, man. The truth is the truth, but it don't matter how it's bottled up or how it come to you. It don't matter. It don't matter who it come from. It don't matter. If it's the truth, you got to go sit back and say, well, it is the truth, man. It's the truth. Go ahead, bro. It's just the truth like that, bro. Go ahead.
2 more verses. This is verse 14. The seeds that fell among the thorns represent those who hear the message, but all too quickly, the message is crowded out by the cares and riches and pleasures of this life.
Yes, his appetites. Because right at the end of the day, to not believe is just mean you're lusty in a way. A man is going after his lust of, as it says in James, a man just pretty much that don't believe, he just let his lust override everything, man. It's just the things he want to be on. In other words, that's your appetites, man. Yeah. Your own lusts have driven you away, man. Don't say it's because of the Lord I have aired off. Matter of fact, get that in Sirach. I think it's Sirach 15 and 12. Don't say it's because of the Lord that I aired away. This ain't because of the Lord, man. It's because of you drawn away by your lust. In James, man. Maybe license to sin 15 go up. Say that 12.
I think it's aired. E-R-R.
Yeah, it is aired. It's 13. Go. Let me see.
I got the James Road.
Oh, it's air. Yeah, 12. It's 12. 15 and 12. You got the James 1, 12. Go ahead. Let's dance with that.
Got this James 1, And starting at 12. Blessed is the man that endureth temptation, for when he is tried, he shall receive the crown of life, which Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, have promised to them that love him.
And we went into this a while. See, Jay got to get the thorough understanding of that. Technically, the Lord don't tempt us. Because if the Lord tempt us, it's going to put us in a position to fail. The Lord try us, man. You see? And there's many scriptures to back that up. The Lord, a temptation is, if you needed money to save your children and your brother had money, you're going to steal from your brother, man. That's a tempt. That means you're going to do that. The Lord going to put us in positions to where I'm going to try you. And I'm going to leave a way for you to escape, man. All right? But now if the Lord puts you in a position to where you can't escape, then you're going to fail, brother. You're going to be like, I got to steal the money from my brother. No, the scriptures say don't do that. But you like, my daughter about to die. And he got the money right here. I need to steal it. All right? That's a temptation, man. You got to look into that. You got to thoroughly look into that, man. So now when the Lord is saying tempting, he's saying what? He's trying. I'm trying you. I know how you going to escape. I just need you to get it. A temptation causes you to fail, man. Go ahead. Go ahead, brother.
This temptation in the all-out etymology, it says the act of enticing someone to sin.
Yeah, and what the Lord say? I get ready. You on it.
15 and 12 says, say not thou, he has caused me to err.
Yeah, say not thou, he have caused me to err. To entice somebody is to cause them to do it. Go ahead.
For he have no need of the sinful man.
He have no need of a sinful man. So he don't need you to go. You can't use that one. Why? You know I don't need it. You know what the Lord don't need the use of a sinful man? Because he created an evil man. Right. I don't need you that can sin. The evil man can't sin. He basically is sin. Right? So he don't need to sin. Like, he pleased me every day by sinning. Right. I created him to be a sinner. So don't say I caused you to sin or error. No, that's enticing you to do that. When I got laws in place that does not entice, it give you a limitation, and that's what a statute is for. Like, look, you can't go this far with this. So I'm cutting you off. I ain't say do that. And when you read down, get down, it says he gave no man license to sin at the bottom. All right now. What are you talking about? License is permission. Right? Go ahead.
Sirach 15 and 20. He hath commanded no man to do wickedly, neither hath he given any man license to sin.
You can't use that one. That's how we know the Lord don't tempt you. He tried you, man. Go ahead now, Amawai. Now this gonna come full circle for you. And we went over this before, you know, but go ahead.
Back in James 1, verse 13. Let no man say,
go ahead.
James 1 and 13. Let no man say when he is tempted, I am tempted of the Most High. For the Most High cannot be tempted with evil, neither tempted he any man.
Go ahead, break it down.
Yeah, so the Most High doesn't tempt his men, he tries us. That's plain.
He clearly said it right there.
Right? It's plain. But you know, Jacob like, well, the Most High controls everything, so he made me sin.
Knowing she got a man right here in my,
he wouldn't have gave you laws if he was going to make you sin. Right? I wouldn't have gave you a like this is what you need to do to not sin. It was no cost for me to give you that. I just go make you sin. I'll just tell you, look, that ain't a sin. And then you're going to sin by default. If you don't know what a sin is, you're going to sin by default. But if you know what a sin is and still do it, now it's on you.
Paul said, not known sin, but by the law.
Not by the law.
So if the Lord wanted us to be sinful, he would have just not given us laws. Like, that's plain.
Exactly.
It says, the Most High cannot be tempted with evil, neither tempted he any man. But every man is tempted when he is drawn away of his own lust and enticed.
And enticed. Temptation, enticed. Now you gotta, that's the way you unfold the scriptures, man. Okay? Everything ain't what it seems when you look at it, man. You gotta go in the word, which we, went into a lesson last week or so on that, man. All right, about fully going into the word, studying, right? Go ahead, brother. Now this makes so much more sense.
I'm gonna just get to the point now. This is gonna wrap it all in with the last parable of the seeds. And it says, and the seeds that fell on the good soil represent honest, good-hearted people who hear the Most High's words, cling to it, and patiently produce a huge harvest.
Yeah, be clean, man. He that had a clean hand shall wax stronger and stronger. So a seed becomes stronger and stronger. What? The better it's fertilized, right, and taken care of. So he that have clean hands, if you remain clean and constantly cleanse your through purity, you're gonna be stronger, man. And that's why you see men. You go look on I was looking at the video, I wish I teach in the hood. Amawai looked at different, Raya, myself, we all looked at different. We have grown over time, whether it got better with knowledge or speech, or all us brothers grown, you know, we look different, we speak different, right? We go about the scriptures different. Well, not different, but in a way, a more what? Learned way, a manner, all right? Understanding better, man, you know, overall. But go ahead, let's finish that one. Y'all got some? Go ahead.
Just going back into belief and the importance of, like you were saying, knowing is maximum belief, man. You can't just say, well, I kind of sort of believe. It's got to grow. This is Romans 14:5. It says, one man esteemeth one day above another, and another esteemeth every day alike. Let every man be fully persuaded in his own mind. Yeah. You got to be fully persuaded in your own mind, man. You can't say, well, look, this my cousin told me. He told me we were the Israelites. You know, I got a partner in the world. He be watching Kanye, be watching the different camps. You got to believe in your own mind, because in that day, the Lord's going to judge you. He's going to judge every man according to his faith and his works. You're not going to be saved because your cousin told you to wear fringes, man.
Yeah, you're going to sit on the throne because you believe. If you occupy a throne in the kingdom of heaven, the thrones of David, it's going to be because you believe. And you're going to know it was the Lord that saved you. You ain't going to say, my cousin saved me. You're going to say it was Yahweh Shai that saved me, man. You're going to know in the end, you ain't going to be able to get a glory to nobody but them. All right, all together, which that's why I said the Lord made all things for himself and created all things unto himself, man. Because at the end of the day, the Lord got to get the glory for all things, man. You see that? Go ahead.
And if I can make a quick point, you know, we're going to be put in positions to where we solely going to have to stand on faith, man. But we're going to literally have to prove ourselves to the Most High, to where we're going to be, he's going to put us in a situation. And there's nothing that we could do is just wait on the Lord or just have faith that he's going to do something for us, you know? It's like the brothers brought out earlier in the 1 Corinthians 10:13, in the back of your mind, when you get put in those situations, you got to understand that, you know, the Lord going to make a way for me to escape from it, you know?
Yeah, I've given us faith as a gift, man. Faith is a gift. Meaning what? It's not, it's rare. It's everybody don't have the gift, man. Okay, go ahead.
You get that 2 Timothy?
Yes.
Let's run real quick. It's Hebrews 11:6. But without faith, it is impossible to please him. For he that cometh to Yahweh must believe that he is, and that he is a rewarder of them that diligently seek him. So yeah, you got to believe all that. He's going to reward you by seeking him, and that he is, man. There's no other power but in Yahweh, man. Yeah, Yahweh Shah. You know, that's all there is. You know, ain't no Buddha, you know, no Egyptian dog head or Anubis, all that shit, you know. There's no some other kind of shit they got out now. Yeah, they got Allah, they got him, you know, and all the Shiva, you know, all this bull. You know, you gotta believe there's only one power, man. You know, and that's what I'm talking about, you Israelites. You ain't give a damn about you heathens. You know, you got to believe. And once you believe, you gotta get out here and do the work. And just that simple. You know?
Give me Acts 6:5. I mean, hey, Google, go on Google and text in how many times faith occur in the Bible. How many times faith occurred, the word faith occur in the Bible.
The word faith appears 336 times.
336 times.
In the King James Version.
King James. Beautiful. So what's your reason for not having? You better have 336 reasons why you don't have it. It's gonna have to triumph how many times to come out. I'm just saying, man. You're gonna need a lot of excuses, man. Really, if you don't have faith, all you can have is an excuse. Get that? Man, find an excuse according to his will. What scripture I just told one of y'all brothers to get? Go ahead, read the Acts 6:5, and then get that an excuse according to his will. but his neighbor come and searches him out. They got one in, yeah, Ecclesiastes, get the one in Ecclesiastes. The one that I was talking about was in Proverbs.
It's,
Go ahead.
it's Acts chapter 6, verse 5, and it says, and the saying pleased the whole multitude, and they chose Stephen, a man full of faith.
Full of what?
Full of faith.
No, he full of adrenaline.
Full of faith.
Oh, you said full of money.
Full of faith.
Yeah, full of followers.
Full of faith.
He full of land with cattle on it.
Full of faith.
Yeah, go ahead, bro.
And of the Holy Spirit.
And of the what?
And of the Holy Spirit.
Yeah, the Rakagodas, which really gives him an unction unto his faith. Instruct him. It guides his faith to make it go more and more and more and more, man. You have an unction, you're endowed by the Rakagodas, which it empowers you. It empowers your faith, man. And really, we powered up and charged up by the Lord. We plugged into the source. And that what keeps our power on and our faith on. Your faith is your power, man. All right? That's why he said he didn't give us the spirit of fear, but of peace, love, and a sound mind. Okay? Go ahead, bro.
And it says, and Philip, and Procurus, and Nicanor, and Timon, and Parmenas, and Nicholas, a proselyte of Antioch.
Yeah, that was it. But he was full of faith. But your faith gotta really, a man's faith is shown without. Yes, it's in his heart. But who would know your faith if you hide your faith in your heart? Like it's it gotta come forth in you. It gotta precede you. Your faith, Abraham, all those men, faith preceded them, man. In a way. Go ahead. You showing us something?
Ecclesiastes 32.
Go ahead. Oh, get it in June where it says, I am full of
This
man.
is Ecclesiastes 32 and 17. A sinful man will not be reproved, but findeth an excuse according to his will.
Yeah, he found an excuse according to his will. When last time I checked, we automatically is under the terms and conditions of the Lord's will. That's what the Bible says. Like everyone is under my will. So there's no such thing as Jake in your mind saying, I got my own will. That's why it has to be an excuse. Once it comes to the Lord's will, if you just not doing it. It's Job 30. My heart is full of math. I got some it says event full of math. Go ahead. You finished?
Yeah, this is on that.
I got something for you. It's going, when you got that faith, you start doing something. This is James chapter 2, verse 18. It says, yea, a man may say, thou hast faith, and I have works. Show me thy faith without thy works, and I will show thee my faith by my works. But yeah, so you got faith, you're gonna be moved to start doing something about it. You'll be moved to start serving the Lord. Come out, read the teaching, whatever. You're gonna start doing things for the Lord. You want, like you say, you're gonna let your work show forth when you have that faith.
Yeah, your faith gotta show before you. When you go before the throne of the Lord gonna know your faith.
Yeah.
When Nathaniel came before Yahushua, what did he say unto Nathaniel? He said, an Israelite indeed, a man in whom is no God. Why would he say that? Because he knew his faith, man. Okay, you determined by your faith, man. Okay, so follow it. The Lord set a standard of it up for you to follow to get to him. Really, that's the trail. And the trailblazer is Yahushua. When you really look up Yahushua, brother went into it on a beautiful video. I think it was the brother Ayash from Mississippi went into I think it was him, don't quote me, but he went into on how Yahushua is the trailblazer, man. You know, just look up the word trailblazer. All right, go ahead.
Job 32
Got more?
and
Just look up the word in the modern.
in 18, it says, for I am full of matter,
Yeah,
the spirit within me constraineth me.
right. So your spirit, your heart constrain you when you full of matter. What it says that yeah, I might say the word. He tried to keep the word in, but it burned it within him. It's like a yeah, it's like a fire that burned it. Go ahead.
Verse 19, it says, behold, my belly is as wine,
Yeah,
which had no vent.
Which had no vents, man. He talking about his belly and his mind. Your mind is a belly because it holds things. All right. And what it holds, it holds wisdom, knowledge, understanding. Go ahead, bro.
It says it is ready to burst like new bottles.
It's ready to burst like new bottles, man. We ready. We ready to show forth our faith, man. Because again, on the day of judgment, when you stand before the Lord, whichever man will, all right, you're gonna have to have faith in that day. It's in order to get a crown from the Lord, you're going to have faith. You can't say you're not gonna be able to have that, man. It's impossible. He said, without faith, it's impossible. So you thinking on the day of judgment, he gonna say, you know what? I'm done with them words. When I say that over there, you could please me now any kind of way. That was 2,000 years ago. I'm off that. It's different now. What you mean? No, that's how I lead. That's how you please me. That's how you please me, excuse me, while you live. And then you live unto me. It says, whether, get that in Romans, say whether you live or die is unto the Lord. All right. I think they got one in Romans 14. They got it in 2 places too. I think in Corinthians too. All right. Get either one. It don't matter. Go ahead, y'all. You got that? Yeah, go ahead.
This is Trailblazer in dictionary.com. It says a person who blazes a trail for others to follow through.
Say it again.
A person who blazes a trail for others to follow through.
And Yahushua was a blazing trailblazer, man. That makes sense. A blazing trailblazer. So that what Yahushua, now you get the better understanding of how he was the trailblazer. And then he gave us a straight way to walk down. Like, look, I went down a path, I blazed the path. Meaning what? I took it all the way through. I took all the fire of the trail so you can walk down the trail. So if a little fire come to you down the trail, because you ain't getting what I got down the trail. So I blazed the trail. Yeah, I blazed it. I got the blunt. I kindled the entire trail, man. I carried all the fire through the trail. So whatever that left for you, that technically ain't really no fire, man.
And look, we couldn't even walk the trail if it was.
That's why he the trailblazer. Literally. Go, brother.
Again, a person who blazes a trail for others to follow through unsettled country or wilderness. He's a pathfinder.
And who was with us in the wilderness?
Yeah, I was.
Come on, stop playing games, man. That got to mean Yahushua.
Yeah.
So when you think of trailblazer from now on, you think of Yahushua. Go, brother, please. Please, brother.
Got it.
What you got? You finished?
Yeah, I had it. Is it 14? Time.
Go ahead.
It's Romans 14.
You got it? What you got it? Corinthians. Go ahead, Bill.
Okay.
No, I thought he had it. Different.
Romans
What
14.
y'all got over there?
It's 7. It says.
Okay.
It says.
Precept for trailblazer, brother. You gotta have something now.
It says, for none of us liveth to himself, and no man died to himself.
Yeah. Nobody walked to the Lord. If the Lord say the Lord say he made not death. So what that mean? Basically, like, look, he said, I'm the God of the living. Nothing around me is dead. So if you living unto the Lord, you're gonna have to really live. You live by way of the spirit to the Lord. Through the spirit.
Spirit that quickeneth.
It's the spirit that quickeneth. Right? So that's how you become alive. That's how you stay alive. You make alive. Which quicken it means to make alive. Right. So you made alive going to the person that lives forever. Meaning you can't put this together like, bro, this is past believing, brother. Right. We know this now. You got to get to the fact and be like, man, I knew this real. Humbly, respectfully. Respectfully.
Verse 8, it says, for whether we live unto the Lord, and whether we die unto the Lord.
So what that just mean? Just living every day, letting everything go. I'm just living to the Lord. No, working for the Lord.
Right.
And even if you die unto the Lord. All right, we dying for the Lord. Okay. Anyway, go. We have died in many ways to the world for the Lord. So technically, we're gonna have done both. In order to see the Lord, you're gonna have to been done both. You're gonna have to been a die worldly just to live unto Him. Right. So you technically had the whole balance. Bro. That's why when we get to the Lord, we gonna know the thing that was once in part. We gonna know it all. He gonna give it to us all, man. All right, because He gonna give us the full balance, the scope of things, man. Like, look, you balance yourself with that. with that, with that, with that, with this, with this, with that. Now you have it, man. We're gonna know everything and we're gonna know everything in full that we once knew in part, man. The Lord gonna make it full into us, man. Go ahead, brothers. Whatever y'all got.
Well, no more. It's pretty much saying whatever, everything you just said, it's sum it up. It says, whether we live, therefore, or die, we are the Lord's. That's it. Play it, man.
Yes.
Gotta be.
Yes, brother. You right there, brother. Yes. Y'all go ahead, brother. God. Go ahead.
I got one real quick.
Go ahead. Take it down. Take it down.
About, going into Yahushua Trailblazing. This Hebrews 12, 1 and 2 says, wherefore, seeing we also are compassed about with so great a cloud of witnesses, let us lay aside every weight.
Because people are watching how we are witnessing how we serve the Lord and go after the Lord. So when it says we have so much great cloud of witnesses, the world is watching, technically, right? And the angels. So this is that cloud of witnesses, man. Go ahead, brother.
And the sin which do so easily beset us, and let us run with patience the race that is set before us. And it says, looking unto Yahushua, the author and finisher of our faith.
That's it.
Who for the joy that was set before who for the joy that was set before him endured the cross, despising the shame, and is set down at the right hand of the throne of the Most High.
That's right.
He played that trail straight through.
Straight through. He endured the cross, man. It says, I take up that cross and what? Deny thyself. I mean, we did the lesson, man. So it's the path set. The Lord, like, look, there's already a direction to me for y'all to live. It's the only way y'all gonna live on earth, even coming back into the kingdom of heaven. This is how you gonna have to live. This is the way we gonna walk. Because anybody, we look at it like this. Even if you die, you're gonna have to go get what we talking about now. You're gonna go get this in the kingdom of heaven. You're gonna get righteous. You're gonna serve the Lord. You're gonna get this now. You're gonna get this. It don't matter how you won't swing it. The Lord just gave it to us. And guess what? We unprofitable servants. We did nothing to know it right now. So Jacob be like, oh, y'all, well, what make y'all special? Y'all gonna get it for you. I gotta go down and get the Lord to get that. Man, we don't got time for all that. We got a job to do. We'll worry about that when it's time to work. Yeah. And then when it's time to actually get it, we ain't gonna worry about it because we gonna have it.
Yeah, you gonna have it on.
We gonna have it.
Yeah.
You ain't gonna worry about it once you get it. So no, man, this thing is already laid out, man. All right, the blueprint is laid out for us. We just gotta follow it, man, and walk on it with joy too, like knowing like this is it, man. Yeah. Okay, because we, like you said, we building that third temple, which is that spiritual temple. This is it. When this get built, the end of this, we're gonna have peace. Rest gonna be allowed. Okay, at the end of this, man. So when this finally get built, the labor and the turmoil which we went through, the Lord is not unforgiving to forget our labor and love, man. He ain't gonna forget, man. He saw us start building here. That's why the kingdom of heaven is within you. So you'll start building now. Right now, we're building. We definitely got to finish that building with knowing we part of the building, man. Just to know you part of the building, fitly framed together, you gotta want to build in this house, man. You gotta love the build, okay? To inhabit the house, man. All right. That's a habitable part of this house, which require righteousness, judgment, mercy. All right, and laboring, man, harvestment, man. Okay, and in order to be habitable in that part, you gotta be a sacrifice. You gotta be able to sacrifice in the house and for the house, man. Okay, because he that built the house had more honor than the house, which is Yahushua, as it tell you in our John, man. He that built the house had more honor than the house. And who we honor? Him who built it. All right? So what we do, in order to show that we honor Yahushua, we have to build, man.
Chief cornerstone too.
He's the chief cornerstone.
Peter called us what, lively stones?
That means we're building. A stone that's lively is working. It's labor. All right? Let's get it.
It's Romans chapter 8, starting at 29, it says, for whom he did foreknow, he also did predestinate to be conformed to the image of his son, that he might be the firstborn among many brethren. So Yahushua is the prototype, man. He's the top Israelite that all you Israelites are supposed to follow and pattern yourselves after. All right, not Jay-Z, not NBA Youngboy, all these niggas, man. You're supposed to follow Yahushua and try to walk in his image. It's that word protos. It says, first in time or place in any succession of things, first in rank, first in influence, first in honor. So that's the chief priest, man. Yahushua. He's the trailblazer.
He's the trailblazer. And boy, did the Lord set a path of fire for us. He said, it's with that second entrance, that there's a water and fire on the east side. Water, it's like the Lord set up a path and it's on fire. It's literally on fire. See, you got to go through that. Literally. Spiritually, that's what's ahead of us. Like, so you got to see the path as fire, but you got to see as if what? You got to see yourself as Meshach, and Abednego. Like, when I get in this fire, Yahweh's already in the fire. So as I'm walking through the fire, Yahweh said, I'm the Alpha and Omega. I don't got to say I'm with y'all in between. He said, I've never left y'all side. In the wilderness, he was that what? Pillar by day, that cloud by night. He never left us. When you go to the Old Testament, you can find Yahweh there. When you go to the New Testament, Yahweh is there. He like, why stand ye gazing? The same way I left, I'm coming back. The same way I'm going, I'm watching over y'all now. The angels still watching y'all. I'm over the angels. So come on, man. Always and to the end of the earth. Wherever you go, you make your bed in hell, which we are in hell. So literally that means what? We're in hell right now. The Lord, like, I'm there. I'm with y'all. I'm there. I'm suffering with y'all still. Because it says the day of vengeance burn in my heart. So he's suffering that he can't establish the kingdom of heaven yet. He's on the right-hand side, right here. He ready until the mission gets completed. That's when he gonna be in his full rest. Of course he resting, he have no resistance, but he ready to drink that wine, put all his enemies under him, and be joint heirs with us in the kingdom of heaven, man. The job ain't complete for him yet. He still have to come back and finish the job. Yes, yes, brother.
He's the most patient man of all time.
That's it. The most suffered man.
Most patient, son.
He was the most suffered man, according to Isaiah 53, right? And all throughout the scriptures, dying for all our sins, suffering, coming here, going through it, waiting. Nobody waited longer than him. Remember, he's the prototype. He's the firstborn. So from when he was before the earth made, the Lord already was chopping this up with him. He's still waiting on that. So the job not finished for him. So our Lord's job ain't finished. What that say about us? Come on, man. Jake be fucking bullshit, man. In caps. No, bro. Go ahead. Get him up. You got some? Y'all got some? You don't got nothing, brother?
I get you one right here. This is another order to the Trailblazers. This is 1 Peter 4:1. For as much then as Mashiach has suffered for us in the flesh, arm yourselves likewise with the same mind. For he that had suffered in the flesh had ceased from sin. And like you was mentioning with the Trailblazer, Yahushua, he went straight through the blaze. He went through that thing head first, man.
They ain't go around nothing.
Didn't go around nothing. So, we gotta build up our mind to that also too. Like you said, we catching very little to compare to, what our big brother went through, man.
Yes. That's why the fire burneth in his heart. That's why he said, if I should bring fire on the earth, what would I be kindled? He set the blaze up. He ain't set the blaze on fire down here. The Lord did that. I'm the one set that blaze up, man. He the trailblazer. Technically, he set everything up. He's the first to do everything. So he can't say he did nothing. Jacob is the form of all things, which was formed by Yahushua. Go, man.
This is Luke 18:7. And shall not Yahweh avenge his own elect, which cry day and night unto him, though he bear along with them? So yeah, he bearing along with us in this hell, man. He's like, man, I want to get my precious elect out of this bullshit. Yeah, like the brother said, long suffering, You're like, man, but the time ain't now. You know, all the prophecies got to be fulfilled. You know, so he knows what the bullshit be going through. He sees it. He's well aware of it. Matter of fact, he put us in it. You know, you want to get down to it. You know.
Yes.
He said, "I tell you that he will avenge them speedily. Nevertheless, when the Son of Man cometh, shall he find faith on the earth?" So yeah, he's gonna find faith on the earth. You're gonna find that he's elect down here in the 1/3 of the nation of Israel, man. You know, so there's gonna be faith, and he's coming to get us. You know, Lord willing, that number, he's coming to get us, man. You know? So hey, like I said, hey, he's a forbearing, you know, and he's bearing with us, man, in this hell, man.
This 1 Timothy chapter 1, verse 16. It says, "Howbeit for this cause I obtained mercy, that in me first Yahushua Mashiach might show forth all long suffering for a pattern, trailblazing, for a pattern to them which should hereafter believe on him to everlasting life."
Route, a place to go, a place to walk, a pattern. Okay, something to follow. A pattern is something you follow, man. And we got the scriptures. The Lord left us a direct path back to him. No, it's direct. No shortcuts, no nothing. Straight to him. He blazed the trail, then left a direct path straight through the fire. Jake ain't got no, it ain't gonna be no excuses in that day, bro. It's no way you're gonna be able to stand before the throne and be able to come up with an excuse for the Lord for anything. You ain't gonna be able to do it. So saying that you can't come up with an excuse, what manner of heart, where your heart should be. Like, man, I'm just gonna handle business and let the chips fall where they may. You know, meaning what? Down the trail, let whatever happened down the trail happen. Because it was supposed to anyways.
You can say you gave it a good go. You know what I'm saying? Instead of not doing anything, you want to be able to at least say, at least I attempted this thing. You know, when I was called, you know? So, you know, whatever it may be, case may be, whether you have you fall out or have you stay in, but you gave it a good go, man. You gave all that you have, you know, and you put the work as much as possible in when you was down here. That's what it's all about.
Yeah, that's all you can do at the end of the day. You can't go beyond the measure that the Lord gave you. So just fill your own measure.
Yes.
Take looking at the video like, well, I can't be like that brother. I can't teach like that brother. You're not that brother. You're supposed to do what you're allowed to do.
Just do what you can do. That's it.
Yeah, you gotta find your way in the Lord. That's why I always say, man, a man gotta know what he's doing this for, man. You ain't be saluting and walking around and waiting on other, like, you gotta know what you're doing for the Lord. That's something personal for you and the Lord. You gotta know what the Lord gave you. You gotta know, you gotta be able to seek your gifts out. You gotta know your strengths. Like the Lord, like I put it before you. You know, you gotta know what you're doing in this thing. You gotta know who you are. Every man that's gonna know the Lord at least allowed them to know themselves. Because how the elect men gonna know the Lord if they don't know their own self, man? Oh, Lord, I was a stranger to myself, but I know you. What? We're gonna have to know each other. Come on, bro. No. Go ahead, bro.
This is Isaiah 26 and 7. It says, "The way of the just is uprightness. Thou most upright dost weigh the path of the just.
Yes.
Yea, in the way of the judgments, O Yahweh, have we waited for thee.
Yes.
The desire of our soul is to thy name."
Yeah, see, we desire the name of the Lord, and we won't be able to respect the name of the Lord more. All right, we want to lift up the name of the Lord more. We want to reverence the name of the Lord more. So our desires towards his name. And if your desires towards the name of the Lord, then you're gonna walk in his ways, man. All right, go ahead.
It says, "And to the remembrance of thee, with my soul have I desired thee in the night."
In the darkness. This is the night. It's the pit, darkness, the grave. All right.
It says, "Yea, with my spirit within me, will I seek thee early."
Right. So with our heart, we're seeking the Lord, man. Okay, early just means B times. We get into the business, man. All right. Meaning what? we seeking the Lord while we can seek him. Because really, we diligent in it, because really it's gonna come a time when you can't seek the Lord. So he like, look, I seek the Lord early, meaning when I'm supposed to seek him, man. Technically, nobody is ahead of seeking the Lord. You got to be right on time for that. All right. So really, that means B times. That's before you can't seek him anymore. He won't allow you to seek him no more. No, I'm coming back. It's judgment time.
That's why I say seek the Lord while he may be found.
Why he may be found. And the name of the Lord, we found it. So now we got to what? Seek him constantly. We can't stop now. There's no turning away. You can't look back. There's no looking back for us, brother. We already was looking back when we was in the world. That was our time to look back. Right. Get that where it say stretching, reaching forth, forgetting those things that are behind. Paul said it. Reaching forth to the things that are in front. For the prize. Go ahead. Finish.
It says, for when thy judgments are in the earth, the inhabitants of the world will learn righteousness.
Well, we learn righteousness.
Right.
We know where righteousness is. We know who is righteousness, who's right, what's right. So he said the habits got to learn righteousness. We learning it now. So technically that's early. All right. Because the Lord going to show the world like this what righteousness is supposed to look like. Okay. You don't want judgment in the kingdom of heaven. Judgment going to come down as a mighty stream and righteousness going to rain down. But we going to already know it. Technically we got a leg up. So that means early. That's B times. Go ahead.
It's Proverbs 8 and 17. I love them that love me, and those that seek me early shall find me.
Fine, man.
The Lord don't love everybody. He loves those that love him. Wisdom don't love everybody. You could see the world full of fools, but those that seek the Lord early shall find him. Man.
That's right.
So in Proverbs 1 that a lot of these non-believers, they're going to seek the Lord early in that day, early so-called.
Yeah.
They're not going to find him.
Ain't going to find them. Yes. Because if they seek it, that means they technically, they're not dead like dead. So if you ain't dead, technically, your trouble is minimized. At least you could have trouble around you, but you ain't dead. So if you seeking them, the Lord like, nah, that's you had time for that.
Right.
My prophets mean early, but that's technically my prophets come just on time. So technically they're not early. They're early to destruction, but technically they're right on time, like they're on schedule. So really, you just got to stay on schedule with the Lord. There's no way to get in front of the Lord or behind him. You can only be on schedule. Go ahead.
This is Philippians 3:13. And it says, brethren, I count not myself to have apprehended, but this one thing I do, forgetting those things which are behind,
yes,
and reaching forth unto those things which are before.
Get Luke 9:62. Read that again.
It says, brethren, I count not myself.
Yes.
It says, brethren, I count not myself to have apprehended,
right,
but this one thing I do.
So he don't count himself to be imprisoned, all right, but the one thing he's going to imprison himself to be apprehended. What it say when the police trying to get you? He trying to apprehend you, man. He trying to what? Put manacles and shackles. But he said he don't count himself to be locked down, but to this one thing he locking himself down to. Go ahead.
And one thing it says, forgetting those things which are behind,
come on,
and reaching forth unto those things which are before.
Let's go. Get to it, man. We got to get to it, man. Okay? If you procrastinating, you got a demon on you. There ain't no way. What other thing you gonna say? Well, okay, you got a demon on you, man. I ain't shake the demon, man, and serve the Lord. We all got demons trying to do us something, man. Right? We in the flesh, so we battling demons. Nobody want to hear my demon is harder than yours. Nobody wants to hear that, man. Nobody wants to hear that. I ain't about to come to you and say, brother, oh, my demon on me. What about yours? I ain't about to. What we doing? But what about your thing? It's on you. How you hear this? I already know that. Man, I ain't about to come ask you that, man. I'm coming with solutions. Hey, brother, do this, get that out. That's it. Go ahead, bro.
And it says, I press toward the mark for the prize of the high calling.
That's a mark. See? And what's that mark? That's the mark of Tawak. That mark of salvation, man. You see that? There's a prize that come with pressing forward towards the mark and locking yourself down to the salvation, to righteousness, man. You see? Go ahead.
I press toward the mark of the prize of the high calling of the Most High in Hamashiach Yahushua.
In him, through the Lord, man. Because the way to salvation, that's one mediator between God and man himself. That's Yahushua. So technically, we got to go towards Yahushua. Yahushua blazed the trail. We got to get on that, brother. And if really any of you brothers out here right now, if y'all don't really want to go on the trail, bro, get a better your garment in your books, man. And walk away like a man. Walk away like a man. This ain't for you. Like, you know what, bro? I don't want to go on the trail, bro. I got other things I got to do. Just be manly. Walk away like a man and go die. Just go die, man. Man, I ain't trying to do that bomb straddling. Just go ahead. Go die, man. Go walk away.
Straddle the fence about.
Exactly. Go walk away and do whatever your heart's desire. Right. Our heart's desire is to get to the Lord's business. And we're going to apprehend ourselves for that, man. Because it said doctrine on the feet of fools is like manacles on the right hand, something like that. Salakia. I paraphrase it, man. Y'all brothers could grab that. All right, go ahead. Doctrine. On the man, you got it?
This Sirach. The Sirach 21, we start at 18. As is a house that is destroyed, that is destroyed, so is wisdom to a fool. And the knowledge of the unwise is as talk without sense.
Go ahead, break it down, brother.
Doctrine, well, keep reading. It says, doctrine unto fools is as fetters on the feet and like manacles on the right hand.
Go ahead.
So wisdom and any sound doctrine to a fool is going to be like you in prison.
You're in prison.
we prisoners of hope. We actually look forward to the kingdom of heaven. But a nigga that hate the commandments, why would he want to live in a kingdom where you got to keep the commandments?
Case in point, we imprisoned ourselves. Them niggas came, the devil came, took them and imprisoned them. Paul imprisoned himself. Like I made myself a prisoner of hope. Right? Even though the Lord actually locked us down, we made the sacrifice like we want to be locked down. You niggas is running from the police and they still get y'all. They still came got you. So you locked down against your will. Right? We want to be locked down. Go ahead.
How should I tell Pilate? Like, look, I could call a fleet of angels right now.
Yeah, I'm letting you take it there for real. Yeah, go ahead.
But it says, doctrine unto fools is as fetters on the feet and like manacles on the right hand. So basically, like you yoked up, you a slave. You know, Jake being that line. That's how a fool is when they come across the truth. Like, man, I gotta stop lying in my hair. Oh man, I can't commit adultery. I can't fuck that. You basically feel like you're in prison, man. Yeah.
I'm in prison. I feel like I can't do the things I want to do.
Yeah. That's why they go back in the world. They miss wickedness, man.
That's right, bro. Right, righteousness is not the way. Jay go back in the world because he get tired of doing righteousness. You get tired of doing righteousness, you ain't never want to do it. Brother, righteousness is relentless. Yeah. Like, it's basically if you get tired, like, man, I'm tired. You ain't never want to do it in the first place, man. You never had a heart of it, man.
Bird to you.
It was a burden. Yeah.
You get tired of righteousness.
Jay get tired. Jay got the chicks that get in this thing as soon as they leave, they go get loaded, get in line, go do all the things that they wasn't doing. So they got tired of it. Technically, they got tired of doing right. Yeah. That's it.
This is 2 Timothy 1:7. For the Most High hath not given us the spirit of fear, but of power and of love and of a sound mind. Be not thou therefore ashamed of the testimony of our Lord, nor of me, his prisoner, but be thou partaker of the afflictions of the gospel according to the power of the Most High. So
it said, neither me, his prisoner.
Yeah, verse 8. Be not therefore ashamed of the testimony of our Lord, nor of me, his prisoner.
Yeah.
But be thou partaker of the afflictions of the gospel according to the power of the Most High.
Yes.
Who hath saved us and called us with a holy calling, not according to our works, but according to his own purpose and grace, which was given us in Yahushua Mashiach before the world began.
Which was grace for us to be present and given from the beginning of the world, for us to go through captivity, different things like that. Because we hasten to be loose. We prisoners, but the Lord promises that he'll let us loose one day, right? So with the hope of him letting us loose, it makes us want to be prisoners. This is the best prison sentence ever gave us, man. Because once the key, and then the trailblazer, I find it ironic, he got the key to hell. Where the hell is supposed to be in the fire? And the analogy of hell is fire, like you being refined. So he got the keys to hell. So if we're in the prison, I'm the one that got the key to let you out hell after I blaze the trail. Stop playing, man.
He was the first one to have victory over death.
First one.
So he's basically the first prisoner to break free out of the chains of darkness.
And once one prisoner get loose, he frees the rest of the prisoners. Think about it. He go leave, get the blueprint, like I got loose. This is how I need to get them loose. Yes. Yes. Yes, brother. Go. You got more? That's it?
No, that's it.
Go ahead. You got some?
It's kind of good. 62. Yeah, go with that. You've been holding that.
Well, you know, and to add to that point too, the brother's bringing out, hey, we the only prisoners that's begging to stay in prison, man. You know, we say, Lord willing. So we're saying, Lord willing, can't we stay in this prison that Yahweh Shai got for us, man? Like saying, this is the best one on earth. You know, you niggas quick to do time and do some bullshit, busting about doing time in Texas, Angola, and all this dumb shit, you know. But you won't come serve time for the Lord, man.
Yes.
You know, it's fucking ridiculous.
Matter of fact, we want an immortal, a prison of immortality. Eternal prison. Because we gonna have immortality, dominion, rich, all that, because we imprisoned ourselves for the Lord. So technically, we don't never want to get released.
Exactly. Yeah.
Released for what? Our time, yes. Our time in jail is getting better.
Yeah.
It's like, man, when I had a release date, please don't let me out of there, man.
Yeah, right.
You know, Jake be here when my release date, he just walking the days now. No, we actually going towards the days to be like, yes, when we get there, we gonna say, look, we want to keep you, we want to keep ourselves here so we can serve you the rest of our lives, man.
It's like that movie Shawshank Redemption. You had the Jake that was in there his whole life, then they let him out at the end. He ain't know how to function in society. So he's like, I gotta go back. That's like us. We don't know how to function amongst niggas, man. We ain't trying to eat crawfish and they got a Mardi Gras celebration right now. Picture us in Mardi Gras. Hey, throw me a beat. We don't even know how to, man, just put me back in prison.
Yeah, put me back in prison.
For real.
We cool, not around nobody. Because really to serve the Lord, you become solitary. Like you become a man alone. You separate yourself. According to Proverbs 18:1. A man that intermeddled with wisdom separated himself. So technically we go into the hole of solitude.
Yeah.
We become solidary. Like we soldiers. Soldier mean to be solid, alone. We become alone, tempered for the Lord, like cultivating for the Lord, like what the Lord need to do next. Like, because really technically for the Lord to work with you, you have to, he's going to bring you to be alone to work with you for a short season, whatever the season is, to get you with other people, to get you in population. Like basically you go in jail in solitary, and when it's like, okay, it's time for him to come out, his mind is structured to be in population. Now with the other men whose mind already been unlocked. Now you can be in population serving the Lord in righteousness. You see? Instead of being in the hole, all right? In jail. Now, yeah, I'm using prison terminology, but Jake know about this. Jake, all you do, go to fucking jail. No? Jake know about this. But we using it from a righteous standpoint. Give me Isaiah 61:1. What you had? Give me Isaiah 61.
We spiritually institutionalized.
We're spiritually institutionalized. And we won't get uninstitutionalized. Yes. Please, Lord, every night, please don't take not thy Holy Spirit away. That means we won't stay in jail, in spiritual penitentiary.
That's right.
What you got?
Hey, your boy. I learned a lot of discipline in the penitentiary. Your boy.
Yeah, we won't run for the Lord in the penitentiary, in spiritual penitentiary. Go ahead. Yeah.
It's Isaiah 61:1. It says, the Spirit of the Lord Yahweh is upon me.
Yes.
Because the Lord had appointed me to preach good tidings unto the meek. He has sent me to bind up the brokenhearted, to proclaim liberty to the captives.
Liberty to the who?
The captives.
Right. And we want our liberty to be captivated by righteousness. All right, we won't be, listen, brothers, we won't be in the captivity of righteousness the rest of our lives, man. You see that? The captivity of righteousness the rest of our lives, man. Okay, we're not going to hasten to be loose from the Lord in the kingdom of heaven. We're going to love to serve the Lord, do the laws, everything, man. Okay, we're trying to we're trying to bound ourselves to the Lord. Like Paul said, not only am I ready to die, okay, not only if I'm going to Jerusalem for the Lord, I'm not only ready to be bound, but I'm ready to die. And in the kingdom of heaven, when we be in captivity to the Lord in righteousness, it means we're in captivity of living forever, man. Think about that, man. Get it, brother.
This Ephesians chapter 4, verse 8. Wherefore he saith, when he ascended up on high, he led captivity captive and gave gifts unto men. So the Lord led captivity captive, man. He put the slaves in slavery, man. Look, I'm gonna take these men that's bound. I'm gonna bound them in righteousness.
I'm bound them in righteousness.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, great balance. You see, the Lord. Come on, man. The Lord. I mean, we can't go far enough, bro. Go ahead.
Got a little more.
There's more. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
it says, to proclaim liberty to the captives
Mhm.
and the opening of the prison to them that are bound.
Yes, the opening of the prison to them that are bound. We're the ones that's bound. Give me Isaiah 51 and 12. I want to say, Baba Kashab, to prove we are the ones that's bound. All right.
This is Isaiah 51 and 12. I, even I, am he.
No. 51 and the captive exile hasten to be loose. It's
Oh, yeah, it's 14.
14.
This is Isaiah 51 and 14.
Ain't been shown.
The captive exile hastened that he may be loose.
Yeah, we had a captive exile. We've been running from our hometown, which is Jerusalem, which is above, is free, which is the mother of us all, which Israel is, that's where we come from, man. All right. And we've been hastening to be loose ever since, man. We've been on a run, man, but we ain't even in our homeland, okay, at all. We've been hastening to be loose, man. But we want to be loose from the devil that we could fully serve the Lord, man. That's what we're trying to escape, man. Okay, go ahead.
Again, Isaiah 51 and 14. The captive exile hastened that he may be loose, and that he should not die in a pit.
That he should not die in a pit, man. Because see, we're not gonna die immortal, bro. We're not gonna be in a pit, man. So we just want to get out the pit. We'll serve the Lord forever as long as he wants us to serve us. Serve him however he wants us to serve him. So technically, we bound to that. We bound to the Lord all the days of our life. If he do away with Israel, he technically say, I gotta do away with myself. Right? So we bound to the Lord all our days of our life. So Jake looking like, man, he said you won't be in the jail for God. Well, you're damn right. I'd rather be in God jail than the devil jail. Yeah. God damn, man. The bottomless pit is Satan revelation, man. You know? Jake just won't be in the bottomless pit all his damn life, man. All right, we don't want to die, man. Hey, what David say? Let not my soul die in hell. Get that? That's in song, brother. I paraphrase that. Gotta look for it. Don't let my soul die in a pit.
About Zechariah?
You
No,
You got it?
I didn't have Zechariah.
Yes.
Oh, come.
Bring this out real quick.
Go ahead.
Zechariah 9 and 12. Turn you to the stronghold, ye prisoners of hope, even to the day. Are you at that? Okay. Bring it out. All right. Zechariah 9 and 12. Turn you to the stronghold, ye prisoners of hope. Even today do I declare that I will render double unto thee. So we prisoners of hope here, what hope is what? Again, expectation. We expect the kingdom of heaven. We expect the Lord to come back and deliver us. We expect these heathen to go into slavery. All the prophecies of the scriptures, the promises of the Heavenly Father, we hope those things happen. That's the hopeful year that all things come to pass. So we prisoners of that. Okay.
Okay, like I said, we open for Yahweh Shai to come back and get us, man. On visitor day, that's what we looking for, Yahweh Shai.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We ain't looking for Farrakhan, motherfucking Johanna, Nate, whoever the case may be, man.
Al Sharpton.
Yeah, all them niggas, all these prison niggas that's making videos on YouTube now, we ain't checking on none of you niggas, man. We waiting on that one visitor to come free us like you said, he got the plan to come break us out of this thing, and we waiting on that, man. You know, in that order, you know.
All of them. Yeah.
God, this is Psalms 30. You got one, somebody?
I get it, y'all.
Okay. This Psalms 30 and 2. No, I started at 2.
Come.
It says, "O Yahweh, my power, I cried unto thee, and thou hast healed me. O Yahweh, thou hast brought up my soul from the grave. Thou hast kept me alive, that I should not go down to the pit."
Right. So even though we're a pit, because technically a pit is a low place, a land, like a land, a pit. Like he said, Israel have I chosen thee to me one pit, right? So it's actually a place. A pit is hell. Like it's a condition of a place. All right. Because technically we are basically here in hell. America is a hellhole for us. It's a pit. Right? The size of the pit, man. This a pit. All right. But it says, read it again.
It says, "Thou hast brought up my soul from the grave. Thou hast kept me alive, that I should not go down to the pit."
Yes. That he shall not go down to the pit, man. That we don't die in vain here, man. Because secondly, when Jake died here that don't serve the Lord, died in vain, man. He was created in vain. All right. And we trying to have a memorial, man. All right. The memory of the just is blessed. Right. We trying to have a blessed memorial in the kingdom of heaven, man. But I mean, if you just die in vain, you just gotta come back, man. I mean, we all gonna be saved. All of Israel gonna be saved in the kingdom. I get it, but there's a chance to be acknowledged as one of those men who was just in the kingdom where it was really nobody just, man. So you're gonna be glorified more, just like you see 50 Cent them and these Jay-Z niggas glorified more, right? They Israelites like us, don't they got more glory than us? Same thing with the Lord. You think the Lord gonna not? Well, everybody just gonna be even. They gonna be even with us. Niggas just did nothing for the Lord, man. You niggas homosexuals and shit. Yo, man.
Talk shit about the Lord.
They talk shit about the Lord and his men. So you think the Lord not gonna give us order? Like, look, nah, look, man, you was talking about, all right? He over you. He over you. Yeah, Israelite, he ain't gonna fuck over you, but he's over you in rank. Period. That be them that say that's him who was talking about the Lord in hell. Yes.
There's gonna be levels to everything.
Jay-Z gonna be like, that's him. Samaki, that's him. We're talking about the Lord in hell. Hallelujah. Whatever. Whatever, bro. Like that's how it's gonna be. Yes. 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 That's him. Let's do that. Yes. That's him. Yes.
That's right. That's right.
Yes.
The Americans.
Yeah.
Saw the bedroom. Saw Eddie Murphy.
Yes. You. It's you. Yeah. That's
how it's gonna be.
Yes. Yes, bro. They gonna get. It says that they gonna get glory and fame where they would put the shame at. It's up for now, man. You see? So yeah, the glory. That's great glory to come. And we just stay the course, man. Y'all got some?
Yeah, I got some.
But y'all go here.
This is Matthew 16 and 27. Red letters Yahweh Shai speaking. For the Son of Man shall come in the glory of his Father with his angels, and then he shall reward every man according to his works. Verily I say unto you, there be some standing here which shall not taste of death.
Yeah, that's a glory in itself. Jay-Z, as of right now, you gonna die, my man. Yeah, we say that knowing, and we're not the Lord. But this is what the Lord said. You gonna die. I don't give a fuck where you. Beyonce could be singing to her vocals to the Lord, please save her. It ain't gonna work, man. It don't matter what y'all say to the Lord. Y'all gonna die. Y'all ain't got a fighting chance. Y'all do not serve the Lord. Y'all got consolation here. Yes. You done made an agreement with hell. And that debt, or you have made a covenant with hell, and debt, or you with an agreement. As it says in Isaiah, man. You ain't, this is where you at. Like this you. Enjoy it, man. You know? Go ahead.
You can read that again.
Pick a point.
From 27, or you want the point of 28?
Last verse.
God, this is Matthew 16:28. Verily I say unto you, there be some standing here which shall not taste of death till they see the Son of Man coming in his kingdom.
Like the brother said, that's going to be a glory in itself to be a living witness that you saw Babylon be destroyed and you saw the Lord deliver you. And you're telling your kids and your grandkids, like, look, everybody was dying around me. This nigga got put to death. 1 million people got killed by this. A missile hit here, and I ain't died. Right?
Well, you're going to be able to show it, visualize it to their minds, man. Think about it. You're going to be able to show you looking small like that. You know, like, that wasn't you. So small. Because you ain't going to even look like that in base structure. You ain't going to say that wasn't you. There's no way that could have been you.
That's me, son.
That's me.
You used to say that. Yeah.
Yes.
What's that language?
Don't worry about it. That was English. Don't worry about that. Yeah, that's. You ain't gonna never speak that, no God. That was a curse unto us. Yes, bro, that's a curse language. We got a bastard tongue. We're in a bastard land. We bastardized, man. Right? But we're not forsaken because we still sons of the Most High. We still have a father. So we are not bastards altogether. We're in a bastardized situation. We've been chastised. And that's how you know we're sons. Because when you're a bastard, you just put away and nobody whip you. Nobody cares about it. Yeah. That's why the Lord still rough us up. He put us in hell. He put us in jail and still coming now with the SIDs. That's the big boys to punch us down and beat us up. From when we tripping in this hell. I'm supposed to correct you. What are you doing? You just sitting there on your Walkman or your YouTube thing, just rapping in jail like this. Like, nah, I'm using that as an analogy as Jake enjoying hell. Down here sinning and doing different things of that matter. In case if you don't understand beyond the camera. Nah, that's just an analogy for Jake doing what he want to do in hell. This is not our rest. We still punish. That's another thing Jake don't understand. Jake like, man, it's why I can't get no money at the job. Like, I'm hurting, under the whip. Like, you're punished. Have you forgotten? Bro, I've never been on punishment. Well, my mama gave me the TV, the PlayStation 5, my cell phone, refrigerator, all right? And my jaws, you punish, but you got all that. Right. It don't make sense to punish you. Technically, you got everything you need. I don't need to come out of the room. I can tell them out, sneak my girl in the window, right? Sneak her, I can call her, look, get in the window, I can unlock the window. I ain't got to come, you just jump in there, right? You got everything you need. No, we're punished. So we're deprived of things. I did the video intentionally deprived. It's a blessing the Lord intentionally deprived us of things. Okay, because why? It's going to be so much more when we do get those things back. We're going to know how to appreciate them and how to protect them, man. If he didn't intentionally deprive us, we'll L off because we'll go after our appetites and lusts and we'll lose ourselves in the world. Just look at the Israelites in the world. They have Jay-Z have completely forgot about God. It's all about him. He looking at it like, nigga, I made myself a billionaire. I did that. I was in a project. I did this. I made this movie. I went and made this deal with the white man. Man, the Lord did that. But, you know, it's his own.
Go ahead. You got this going into that chastisement. If you without chastisement, you know, the Lord, you got pretty much got a prince of power.
He keep you in straight. And that's where you get chastity from. If you notice a woman or women wear chastity belts, what's to keep them in right? Because a woman she don't have no judgment skills. So she need to be kept in straight, man. You know? Go ahead, brother.
This is Hebrews chapter 12, verse 6. It says, for whom the Lord loveth, he chasteneth, and scourgeth every son whom he receiveth. If ye endure chastening, the Most High dealeth with you as sons. For what son is he whom the Father chasteneth not? Question mark. You know, and if you got a father, you know, just put in a worldly perspective, you know, you just doing all kind of manners of stupid shit, just wickedness. And your father don't come and beat your ass or punch up on you or whoop you. You know, that he obviously don't care about you. You know, he probably just feel like, oh, that ain't really my kid anyway.
Yeah. You got a father that says nothing to you. He don't chastise you. He just let you go about you smoking weed, right?
That do it with their son.
They do it with their son.
It's their stepson.
Yeah. He said, I'd rather do it with me than they do it with people.
That's the one, right?
That's the reason why you the son and he the father, man. And he don't have no guys because the son can't be the father. neither can the Father be the Son. It gotta be a think about the Lord and us. The Lord, like, look, I'm not y'all. Y'all ain't on my level. Y'all ways not my ways. Y'all thoughts. Y'all are not. That's the difference between a real man. A man like my son is not my friend. We're not friends. We're not equivalent to each other.
Right.
We're not on the same level, man. Be like, one time my baby mama was like, see, you gotta go and talk to your daughter and get. I said, I made up.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
Right.
She need to talk to me.
Right.
Like, what are you talking about? Yeah, but you need to. No. No. She need to do everything to me. I'm the one pay the bills and cut it. No, she gotta come to me. Yeah, but you don't understand these children these days. No, that's why you are oppressed by the child. I do understand. I understand that I don't gotta do that shit you say at all. Yes. That's of the world. You don't understand. You've been deprived of wisdom and important understanding anyways. I literally know you don't understand. You clamorous and know it nothing. That's why you telling me I need to go and to my daughter and see, like, nah, man, chill out. You don't know what's going on, man. Okay, yeah, I hear you. It never made the trip. Oh yeah, I got you. Yeah, it never made the trip. Yeah, you gotta seek your child's approval. That's why children are our people oppressors. It go both ways. Yeah, E is younger than us and he's a child, but Jake children have ruled over, literally. Jake children rule over. Jake do everything for the child. Go to work for the child. Then I'm going to get it in. This is for my child, my child, my child. Then the Lord gonna take your child. Yeah, he gonna take your child. Especially if you've been called to rock around. Now I'm about to take him from you. I'm about to show you what it is. And then if you still tripping, I'm gonna take another one.
That's a part of chastisement.
You gonna get the picture? Yeah, you gonna get the picture. And because if you're around me, then you know, like, man, I know it did that. So now you still ain't, like, you gonna cater to the, all right, I'm about to grab another one from you. The Lord will take all your children. He did that to Job. He killed all Job's children. And Job was righteous. Stop playing, man. We know we ain't as righteous as Job. So we don't stand as like that. Think the Lord wouldn't kill your damn children? I told, hey, man, look, that's for me and my house. That's my son. Look, you're going to have to serve the Lord. And I don't know how you're going to do it. You're going to have to figure it out. All right, yeah, you get out there on your own. I ain't drag you out to serve the Lord. You can't. When you see me, as for me, I'm serving the Lord. What you doing, you'll figure it out. Hey, Pops, when I'm coming out there, when you supposed to, get my bag going. Me going to serve the Lord. You gotta find his way out. Find your way to come out there and serve the Lord. I can't save you, brother. I done told you the way to get saved. You gotta go help. You gotta go save you, man. I'm not saved. I'm getting my bag. Where you going? Serve the Lord. In 2 years straight, where you going? Serve the Lord. After a while, you're gonna be like, man, he mean business. He gonna serve the Lord no matter what's going on. Rain, sleet, or snow. Go ahead, bro.
There's verse 9.
Get that. As in my house. This is Joshua.
It says, furthermore, we have had fathers of our flesh which corrected us, and we have gave them reverence. Shall we not much rather be in subjection unto the Father of spirits and live?
Yeah, he's the Father of spirits, man. He's the creator of spirits. So we're under the rule of him, man. We won't be under the whipping stick or the hand of the Lord, man. Because it keep us in straight. It keep us in right, man. It keep us on a direct path, man. To righteousness. Okay, to salvation, to judgment, man. To dominion, rulership. All right? There's no other way to go. There's no other direction of going in life, man. As I told this brother, I probably told other brothers as well on the phone, because I make it my business to make sure I tell brothers that when talking to them, I don't have no goals in life but salvation. I don't got no career to pursue. I don't have no dreams or I got nothing but salvation in front of me, man. That's it. That's the only goal. That's the only objective here in America, man. The only objective in America is salvation. I don't have no other goals. I don't got nothing to strive after, go after, or nothing, man. I wake up a free man. I just gotta go after the salvation, man. Getting, and it's beautiful. Think about that. Because you got to think about a man with many devices on his mind. I got to go to college. I got to accomplish this. I got to get this house. I got to do that. No, man. We just here to serve the, bro, I wake up free of everything. Just go and get salvation, man. I got nothing else on my mind. Nothing else could clog or stop my mind up, man. We just going to go serve salvation, and that's it.
That the scripture said that man with many matters, like he basically like he too busy for the Lord or whatnot.
Too busy. So we gave away the dreams. A dream is a matter over here that's gonna clog you up, man. We don't want no businesses, and I ain't saying nothing wrong with this, but all that shit gonna perish. I don't want no business. I don't want nothing to pertain to nothing. I just want serve the Lord and serve the Lord again. That's it. I have no agenda when I wake up, brother. I gotta get this work up here, and that's it. No agenda but salvation, man. Go ahead, bro.
It's St. John chapter 8. The Saint,
Go ahead, go. Let him get that.
it's the St. John chapter 8, verse 32. It's in red letters. It's Yahushua. It says, and ye shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free. So knowing this truth makes us free from all of the devices of this world, all the nonsense, so-called goals and dreams and aspirations. We replace with actual freedom, man. We think about the kingdom, we fellowship, we free from all of this madness, man. When you look at what Jake is involved in, man, Jake really think this place gonna be here in 30 years.
Yes.
Man. Jake bugged out.
25th, agenda 25th. What are you talking about?
Madness.
We looking at April funny, man. You think we get man, April not funny, but we looking at it like, man, April a long shot. This point, man. Go ahead.
All right, this Philippians 3:8. Yeah, doubtless, and I count all things but loss for the excellency of the knowledge of Hamashiach Yahushua, my Lord, for whom I have suffered the loss of all things, and do count them but dung, that I may win Hamashiach.
Yeah. So there's not listen, we ain't on agenda 2050. We on agenda salvation, man.
Right.
That's it. All right. Our mind is fixed and established, as it says in Psalms 112. Fixed and established serving the Lord, man. That's it. I mean, the brother shouldn't be a busybody with many matters anyways, man. We already burdened. We in America and we slaves in America. That's enough burdens in itself. So minimize the things you can do to maximize the things you should be doing, man. That's plain. All right, to those that understand. But get that, and we're gonna get out of here.
It's Joshua 24:15. And if it seem evil unto you to serve Yahweh, choose you this day.
Yeah, choose you this day if it seems evil unto you. And we're serving the Lord. It's a blind and a labor and the work of the Lord, man. All right, all the things that really sidetrack you, that's part of your walk. But technically, you got to use wisdom so you don't be sidetracked, man. All right, go ahead.
Choose you this day whom ye will serve.
Yeah.
Whether the gods which your fathers served that were on the other side of the flood,
Yes.
or the gods of the Amorites, in whose land ye dwell. But as for me and my house,
Now, Joshua ain't just speaking of a house where his wife and kids was at, man. Really, a house is a congregation of men, man. Technically, all right. And Joshua represents the righteous men of the Lord. So the righteous is in the house. The Lord tabernacle is with men. His house is with men. All right. The flock of the Lord is men, man. Oh, sons of men I call. Go ahead.
but as for me and my house,
Yes.
we will serve Yahweh.
Yeah.
Keep on going.
That's it.
Okay.
As for this house, GMS New Orleans and the surrounding brothers in the city, all right, all together, and the other men in all these different places scattered around the four corners of the earth that's serving the Lord in truth and righteousness, I believe they feel the same way as Joshua do. As for us and our house, we gonna serve the Lord and let the chips fall where they may. So Abba Rakazana was edifying, man. To the next sound, we won't give infinite honors and prayers to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash.
double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Salutation to the ox that's pushing the truth and sincerity. And to the next time, we're going to say Shalom.
Shalom.
Baba Ball.
Baba Ball.
Baba Ball.
Baba Ball.
Baba Ball.
Baba Ball.
Shalom.
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 Shalom.